Hello guys and welcome to another BBOL Week 1 Little League game. Today we have Tech versus Juniorkid. Interesting lineup. Let's first go ahead and look at Techs. We have Pete Wheeler, Dawn Kozart, Alex Rodriguez, Christina Beattie, Pamela Kirkos, Libby Futterman, Raphael Hendricks, Wing Kwan and Liz Kinghorn. Over on the Junior Kids, we have Henry Deshawn, Jane Davis, Francis Blewis, Stan Olafson, Matty Cardova, Wendy Parsons, Dante Robinson, Donald Vaughan, and Ruth Prout. Two very interesting teams. A lot of power, I would say, on Junior Kids' side, rather than Tech's, but Tech has a lot of very capable. Dawn is excellent, Pete is excellent. As starting batters, you don't get any better than those two, realistically. And he's got Raphael. And Libby can get it over too. I believe Libby Futterman is Mike Piazza's clone. So I think that's going to be very interesting. Whereas Henry Dijon, we had Julie Dunkel last game. 3 balls now for Ruth. We had Julie Dunkel last game. Henry Dijon is obviously the male version. Technically, they'd say best player in the game. But who doesn't like Pete? Does get it, line drive straight down the centre. Pamela is going to get it straight to first base, and Libby's going to catch that, no problem. Libby at first base, great option. Free height, good coordination, good attention. A little aggressive maybe, but I wouldn't think it's that big of a deal. Stan Olafson up to bat, 1 out. Left hook here by Christina Beattie. And it's going to be a ball. I think, pitching-wise, it's going to be Christina Beattie versus Matty Cardova. I do think, as a closing batter, hits the grounder. Christina, that's going to be an easy out. Straight over to Libby. Not the greatest throw in the world by Christina, but it got there. Jane Davis, big batter coming up now for Junior Kid. Right hook, far bottom right, going to get the strike. Great pitch. Great pitch. Going to the left, Christina Beattie will take the ball. Tech, a lot more patient. That is a big hit though. That is long, that is far, that is gone. Dawn, there is nothing you can do about that one, and that is a home run, nice and early. Jane Davis with a great home run, straight over centre. 434. That's a big one. Does that set a tempo? It may just do that. It may just do that. The question is, who is up next? Can we get a potential follow-up? We will wait to see. Oh, it's Henri. Oh, wow. Oh, we're out here now. Now, do I go for power here with Henri? Because that's, I mean, people, obviously got 100 power, so people are like, well, why would you not? And I'm like, because he has 9 speed. You could set a tempo on those bases. 2 strikes, Christina Beattie. Going to try and bait one out here. That's going to be too high. And that's going to be a ball. Not falling for that one. Going to be a lot of hugging the sides here. You do not want to get good contact with Henri. That's a foul ball. Christina just egging him on. And that's wide. Christina might actually get that. Oof. Nope. I would have swung. I'm not going to lie, I would have swung at that one. And that's going to be out. Now what you don't want to do here is you do not want to walk Henri. Do not let Henri get on those bases. Henri gets it. It is a pop fly though. Libby, very competent, should get there and gets there. Henri is out. But that is a point on the board. And Pete is going to be first up to bat. Junior Kid will now be on defense. Francis Bluer starting off. I actually had Wendy and Francis in my Season 5 team, and they were my 2 pitchers. I had Francis for a while. I switched to Wendy because Francis wasn't really doing it for me. And Francis became my support. Great strike. Great strike there. Francis Bluer, deadly left hook and a great heater. Pete's going to foul that one. And it's a line drive, straight down the centre. Should be an easy enough to catch, but oh, wow. I'm surprised Pete didn't get there with his 9 speed. Maybe didn't hold down the sprint there. He can't have held down the sprint, because surely I think Pete would have got there. Wing with the left. Another line drive, same again though. Getting unlucky with these placements. Raphael, kind of the only power on his team that I would say is super scary. And it's high. It's another pop-up though. Dante. Dante not going to get there. Raphael going to sit tight. 4 speed. You don't want to be too aggressive with a 4-speeder. Alex is up. Now again, the problem now becomes, does Raphael sandbag with 2 outs? Trying to bait out a steal there, not going to work. I feel like if you have a really slow person that manages to get to first base on 2 outs, you basically have to get a home run, because that second baser is going to get there. 2 strikes out now, Alex Rodriguez. Bluer fours, left hook. Good hit. Felt the crack on that one, and it's back to Dante again. Dante gets that one. He gets that one. And we are back over to Junior Kid. Marty Cordova. I'm going to be honest, I don't play with Marty Cordova. Have I ever played with Marty Cordova? I don't think I have. Not very familiar with his game. 6'9" on the power. Certainly line drive. Competent. Raphael with a backwards catch. Okay, Raphael. Did not expect that in your game. 30 coordination with 2 height. Not going to fall for that one. Christina Beatty. Right hook. Going to get the foul. 70 power, 70 contact on Wendy Parsons. Good line driver. And it's going to hit the floor. Should be an easy out. And Libby's going to get that. Donald up next. Another line drive. Raphael might get there. It's going to be close. He will get there. Using all of his 22 arm. But if you get there, nobody cares how good your arm is. As long as you get there. Libby's up next. Bottom of the second. 1-0-2 the Mariners. Hug the line on that one. Bluer left hook. Very tight. Libby with a heater. Another foul. Switching up here between the left hook and the heater. And Libby is out. Francis doing her job right now. Dawn has 8 speed. So if she can get a good hit, really Dawn should be getting to base, as should Pete. And it's a foul ball by Dawn. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Francis Bluer. Good hit. Very good hit. Dawn will get there. Will he get catched though? It is catched. And that is a good catch by, I believe, Donald Vogel. Is that Donald Vogel? It is Donald Vogel. Why is Donald Vogel in left? Okay, fair enough. He's got 30 coordination, he's a 2 height, but hey, do you know what? Did he catch the ball? Did he catch the ball? Because I'm pretty sure he did. So, what do I know, right? BT versus Robinson. And it's a grounder straight down. Raphael. The arm is getting there by Wafa. Listen, 22 arm, but he is getting there. Bluer. Very capable, actually. I've scored a good amount of homers with Francis Bluer. Mostly on line drives, funnily enough. And that's a ball. Junior Kid not going to fall for that one. That's a big hit. Alex Rodriguez. 90 coordination. Not going to catch it, though. Oh, Francis flip. And now, Raphael's arm starts to show. Oh, and some more defense starting to show. Rafa's built for power. He's not built for fielding. You know. Roof with the tiniest of grounders. Will get out. Could be a possible double here. Francis will get there. Stand up. Another line driver. Good all-rounder, Stan. One foul ball at the top of the third. Christina Beattie will throw the heater. Christina Beattie only has 56 heat. But sometimes you do just have to switch it up. Sometimes you've got to roll the dice. I do it with Angela. Angela has, what, 42 heat? But I do it occasionally. Catches them off guard a bit. Not a bad one. Pamela probably going to get there. Pamela drops it. Francis will get there. And we have a possibility here to get our first one. Francis sitting there. Francis Bluer has 7 speed. And Jane Davis already has the 1 home run. Jane's looking scary right now. And that's strike 1 by Christina. Christina going for the heater. Tie whisk. Jane spikes it. And Francis. I think in that scenario, I just stay. No, I can't. No, that was the right play. Ignore me. I was going to say just stay in the catcher's position and just out Francis, but then there's nothing stopping Francis from just going straight back to third. And then you've got loaded bases. So do you know what? Good move there by Junior. Don't listen to me. Short break. Bluer. Gassed out. We're going to go over to Wendy. The stamina between these two. Francis Bluer, 34 stamina. Wendy Parsons, 18 stamina. I was lucky enough to have Cal Whipkin in Season 5. So I made up for a little bit. But Francis and Wendy, good pitchers, but they're not built for longevity. Luckily, Junior has a lot of options. Has Marty Cordova also ready to go. Even Ruth Prout, even Henri have at least one good pitch. Great series there by Wendy. Liz up next. Not particularly dangerous. I feel like once you get to that, like, anything under 40, as long as you've got the speed for it, which Liz and Wing both do, they have 7 speed. I go for the grounders. You never know. Catch them off guard a bit. It's a good hit, though. Really made all of that 50 power. Dante is going to grab it. Slipped over at first. Slipped up at first, but Dante, he recovered. He's recovering. He's catching now. He's out here. Pete, now up. 0 for 1 so far. Going for a grounder. I like this. I like this. He's getting there, just about. Close one. But Blue will get there, 86 arm. Oh. Bit of lag there. Catches them off. But Pete will get to second. I said Francis will get there. She didn't. Should be an easy catch. It's not. It's a drop. And we have 2 on base right now. And Rafael Hendricks is up. Now this could be huge. Can Tech suddenly start making this from a slight lead to a more convincing lead? Rafael with another foul. What is Wendy feeling? It's a left hook. It's out. Tech not going to fall for that one. I always think use all 3. Oh, it's big. I don't think it's an out. I think Dante should get there. Dante spills it, and it's going to go for a double as well. That is really unfortunate. Dante spills it. Pete gets a point on the table. Tech, point on the board now, 1-1. Awad, not a bad liner. Straight down, threading the needle. You love to see that. And I believe that is Wing getting himself a nice little RBI. Libby Futterman. And it's a strike. An unfortunate miss by Dante there. Really opens up, and there's really a tempo being set here for this bottom of the third. Can Libby take advantage of the tempo? The momentum is built. Libby hits the floor. Probably not going to get there. I think it ends there. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky little point blank pass. And Junior Kid now 2-1 down, top of the fourth. But Henry, if you want to get points from somewhere, who else but this guy? Close match so far. They've both been very clever with reading the pitches. They're not swinging for the sake of it, which you love to see. Because I know sometimes I do. It's not a bad hit. Alex might get there. Doesn't give him a lot of time. He's going to spill it, but we need to get Rafael off second base. Alright, Matty is up. 69 power, 6 speed. I think with Henry on first, you've got to be stealing. But if you're waiting for Matty to get hit, I think I just go grounder. It's going to be a line. Libby's going to get there. Very aggressive play there with Henry, but I love to see that. I think, do I try to take Henry out at second there rather than go for Marty? It's a risk. I'm not sure if he would have got there or not. Libby's going for the throw. Isn't gonna get there. And Winger's chasing him down. Winger's lost his mind. I thought Wing was going to go in with the choke slam there. Didn't happen. I thought Wing was going to have a crash out. Christina. Nice and easy over to Pamela. 2-2. Spicing up now. Right, Dante. You've made a couple of misplays. He's definitely I think has he been the cause of both of the no. Yes, I think he was actually. So time to redeem yourself. First strike, Christina Beattie. Going. Dante not going to fall for that one. That is very bold. Was that Donald Vogel with the steal? 6-speed steal? That's a good line drive. Dante is going to get there. And somehow, Donald Vogel is getting himself around the base. The 6-speed isn't bad by any stretch, but not the guy I was expecting. There is some aggressive plays here. That is a classic. Oh, you love to see that. Where did he learn that one from? The classic 4 to second when there's someone on third. That is cheeky. And that is going to put Junior Kid ahead. Not a terrible hit by Bluer. Raphael going to get there though. Great play. Some great plays there by Junior Kid. Ironically, I would say that type of steal, just get around the bases, fits Tech's team more than it fits Junior's, but I feel like they're almost using the opposite of what each other. If they switch tactics, they would both, I think, would work a lot better. Dawn. Little dink. Dawn having a pretty rough game, actually. Dawn is solid. But having a bit of a rough one. I feel like right now, as far as people who are kind of struggling a little bit, Dante probably having the worst game. And Dawn also struggling a little bit. I'm a little concerned Wendy is starting to gas out slightly. Not terrible. It is a pop-up though. It is going high. And the whole battalion is sitting there waiting to catch that. Christina B is up. Christina B, 81 power. Definitely got it in the Arsenal to get a good hit. Only 4 speed though. Yep, it's not bad. It's another pop though. He's not going to get there though. That might be a double. Nope, screen saved you on that one. Oh my god, what is going on? That was rough. Who is that in centre? Is that Stan? Oh, is it Henri? Oh no, on the left field is Stan. And it is Henri in the centre. That's a 12i. Got to look out for that. The Dunkel effect.
I'm gonna hit a touchdown.
Oh. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. Pete Wheeler up. I've made sure to not watch this match before I commentate on it. So, if I make any mistakes, it's because I'm literally watching it live. This is a one take. Strike 2. Pete just needs to hit a grounder or a line. Another foul. I feel like foul balls here actually work quite well for Tech. Because Wendy will juice. And obviously Marty can take over, but all of a sudden 5 speed becomes a lot less intimidating if the juice is gone. Pete gets walked. Base is loaded. Grand slam opportunity. Who is up? I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm just going to go ahead and say probably not going to get a grand slam from Wing Quan. 25 power. If we do, I might launch out this chair. I might jettison myself. Alright, Marty is up. Wendy's out. Oh, unlucky with a foul. We're on 2 outs anyway. So that would have finished it. Finally got it. Yep. Okie doke. Again, look how close this is. Hit 7-7. Very close. Ruth's a funny one because 21 power, 100 contact. She'll hit the ball. You really got to go for the grounder. Ruth's going to get her before Christina does. Yep. You don't want to be walking with Christina, not with that full speed. Ruth's got 7 speed. Ruth can. She's got some. She got some legs. She can go. Stan spikes it. Raphael. Oof. Nearly got the double. I thought that was going to be timed perfectly. Where Raphael manages to get Stan out there. Jane on 1 home run already. 2 balls. Jane could make this. Are we walking? Nah, we're not trying to do a walk here. Okay. I can't. You can't walk Jane because isn't Henri after Jane? Straight to Christina. You'll love to see that. If you're on defence, that is exactly what you want to see, though. Straight forward. Yeah, Henri's up next. Henri been a little bit underwhelming so far. Christina beat with the left, asking a lot from the hook. Donald Vogel's going to walk back. 1 strike. I wonder how juiced Donald Vogel might be. Donald Vogel's had to do a fair bit of running. Oh, good recovery there by Christina. Christina Beattie having a fantastic inning there. Raphael Hendricks is up. Raphael Hendricks 2 for 2 today. Getting on the bases. And also, considering his fielding stats are terrible, he could be doing a lot worse in defence as well. Has to be said. That's not bad. Henri slipping. Not going to get there. Raphael gets the third. First. A1 up next. You got to go for the line here. Oh, I love that pitch. I'm swinging that all day long. Marty playing the game right now. Foul by Alex Rodriguez. Bottom of the 5th. 3-2 to the Mariners. He gets it. Line drive over to Dante. Gets it. He doesn't. He spills it. And somehow Raphael Hendricks gets the second with 4 speed. And Libby is up next. This could be big. This could be a big one. A lot of points to be had here. Strike from Marty. Libby Futterman is 0-2 with a strikeout. But that is a good hit. That is a big hit. Oh no, it's a spill. Oh my god. Henri, please. Oh no. Really unfortunate series of events there. Henri is not fielding. Get Henri out of that centre field, please. That 12i is killing me. Dawn also 0 for 2. Dawn is a great player. It's another ball. 3-3, bottom of the 5th. Anybody's game at this point. Swinging that. Yep. Done. Ooh. Ah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Really unfortunate. The spill by Donald Vogel. Marty trying to bear Pamela in a really dangerous position here. Foul ball. Pamela picking her hits here. That is not bad at all. Dante, make up for what you're doing. Oh no. This outfield not performing for Junior Kid here. I actually think Pamela might have been able to make it a third there. But good recovery. It is now 3-6. What an inning this has been. Little Hours, Henri and Dante are selling Junior here. I'm just looking here at Jane Davis. Yeah, I was going to say, don't do that. I assume he was juicing Jane there. Or maybe it was just a misclick. To be fair, Wendy and Jane look exactly the same. So that might be the reason too. Not bad, Beatty. Oh. I think if I'm Pam, I'm winning a third there. Depending on juice, I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning for that one. There's still no outs, so you may as well. You can brute force another one there, I think. Junior's pitches are clearly juicing out at this point. He is switching to get whatever juice he can get from them. Once Wendy juices out, it's pain. So is Francis, they just don't have the juice. Francis gets out Liz. Bottom of the fifth, 6-3 to Tech and the Athletics. Pete now up. Pete again. Pete being a little bit underwhelming too. That's going to be a foul. Let's see something from you, Pete. I think That's a very brave pitch going directly centre like that. But worked out. I think maybe he went centre because he's that juiced. He needs a contact hit. Wing is a grounder all day long. Although you can't really ground. Can you? Yeah, we take those. I feel like if it's low power, I just generally prefer to do grounders. But in that scenario, it doesn't really matter. You're already on 2 outs. You've got 2 people on base. One of them has really low speed. You certainly can't go power with Wing Kwan. So yeah, one of those scenarios. Tricky. BT. Has BT been pitching this entire game? I think Christina has. She's got an engine on her. 100 stamina. If Wendy managed to get the line drive here, I question how juiced out she's going to be. If she's going to be getting anywhere fast. 2 strikes. Just the 1 strike, actually. The other one was a ball. I thought that was... I could have swore that was a bat. Straight down the centre. Yeah, Wendy is not as juiced out as I would have thought. A little bit juiced, but not terribly. And that is 2 outs. Top of the 6th. And Junior is relying on Donald Vogel. Tough position. Not a bad hit there by Donald. It's going to get there. But yeah. Donald did his job. Dante currently up. Unfortunate batting order here. Dante, we need a hit. We need a hit from you, Dante. This is it. For all the marbles for this game. Good strike there, Christina Beattie. Another strike. And a big heater trying to finish it. Tried to get him to fall for it. Junior Kid not going to fall for that one. Dante gets there with a grounder. It's not terrible, but Donald isn't going to be able to get there. 3rd out. And that is 6-3 to Tech and the Oakland Athletics. Week 1, Tech taking the game. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very close game, but what an inning that was. I think MVP, you have to give it, I think, to Christina Beattie. Christina Beattie was fantastic that game. Excellent pitching, went through the entire game. Dante was probably the weak link. Ennui was terrible as well. But, excuse me, but only suggestion I would make for Junior Kid is get Ennui Dijon out of that centre field. Because that eye, 12 eye, too height. I know, 80 coordination, but if you can't see where that ball's going to land, you're rolling the dice. You're playing guessing games all day long. So that's all I would say. But either way, great match there by both people, and I will see you guys. Hopefully I'll try to fit another game in for week 1. If not, I will see you in week 2's games. I'm going to try to fit a game from everyone in. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys for the next game. Thanks for watching, guys.